Hey everyone. Um, I'm saying this because I've wanted to say it for quite some time, and it's been a few years. So, I'm gonna say this now. Any parent out there who's unhappy with the way their child is should get a huge reality check. Unless they're, on the way to become some huge serial killer, be proud of your kid. You know, they may not be the best student. They may not be, you know, the best person to follow the rules, but they're your kid. You shouldn't try to change them. You shouldn't try to mold them into somebody they don't want to be. And the perfect example for this is one of my friends. I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to be all like, oh, go to her house and tear her mother apart with words and shit. No. I don't want to do that because I want to say this to them. And I know she knows who I'm talking about. This is to you and your mom. Please show this to her at some point. She really needs to hear this. She has given up everything to be the daughter her mother wants. And I mean everything. She even broke off a relationship with a guy she really liked because she was afraid that her mom would be unhappy with it. And I'm lucky. I had that situation for a while until I just stood up and said, Dad, you know what? I'm sick of it. I'm not going to be the mold child you want me to be. I'm going to be me. And if you can't be proud of me that way, then, I probably shouldn't be your daughter. I didn't say it that mean, but I said it in a way that made my dad open his eyes and realize that I really just wanted to be who I was. I want to go into a career of acting and writing and something that I love. And that's not what my friend is doing because of her mom. Her mom is forming her to this point, and I just don't think it's right. If you wanted a kid to do that, then, you should have just suggested it and hoped and prayed that that kid would follow that path, but you shouldn't have forced it onto them. And I think that's a real problem because most people don't appreciate the children that they have while they have them. And, if she wanted to, she could be a fantastic writer. She is a fantastic writer. At 18 years old, I bet you if she spent just a year writing one story, it would be a bestseller. A month, 2 months after it was published. I promise you that. But you're not giving her the chance. And that is what's killing her inside. She's given up everything to be the kid that you wanted her to be. But she's gotten nothing out of it. Nothing has opened your eyes to make you realize that this is wrong. I'm not in your culture. No, I actually don't believe in God, so religion is probably an issue for you when it comes to me. But that doesn't mean I don't know your daughter. Your daughter is one of the kindest souls I've ever had the fortune to meet. And I know that one day we're both going to see each other. And it's been such a long time since I've actually seen her. She's going to tackle me to the ground like she almost always does. And we're going to spend the next few days catching up with each other. Because that's what we do. And I've been such a bad friend lately. I've been so busy with other stuff I haven't, sat down to talk to her. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be her friend when she needs one. I'm saying this from knowing your daughter for the past few years. Your daughter's amazing. But you're not giving her the chance to just be a teenager. And I think that's what she needs more than anything. She knows that there are mistakes to be made, and she knows she's going to keep away from most of them, and I know she's going to keep away from most of the mistakes that I've made. Because I'm probably a worse kid than she is. But she's 18 now. She deserves some bit of respect. If she wants to have a talk with you, sit down, listen to what she has to say. Even if it's not the best thing you want to hear from her, it's still something she wants to share with you. And that alone should mean more to you than the world. You have 2 other children there. And you have a family that's larger than mine. Don't take your daughter for granted. Just don't. It's probably one of the worst things you can do. But that's what you're doing. You just need to realize that, your daughter isn't going to be in your house forever. I know that moving out is the last resort she wants to take, but it's still there. It's not going to make her happy, but if she needs to get out of the environment she's in, I know she will. I really don't want to see her do that. She's going to be going off to a really good college soon. If she's lucky, it'll be near you, and be near your husband and your sons, and she'll want to stay at home. Mainly because most of the people there who would offer her a dorm wouldn't be able to handle her, but that's beside the point. Just stop taking your daughter for granted. You can say that's not what you're doing, but it's exactly what you're doing, and it's not the right thing. So listen to the point of view of an outsider. And I think that's what every parent should do. If there's a parent out there that's going through this, or if you know somebody who's out there going through this with their parent, you should either point them in the direction of this video or express the same point that I am. Because no matter where you are, it's wrong. Don't try to live your dreams through your kids. That's the worst thing you could do. Let them be their own person. Let them live out their dreams. I think that's the only thing your kids really want anyway.